Hello everybody and welcome to episode 7 of Glazebrook Farm with me, Brian Brew Royalty. Well, as you can see, it's the next morning in our next episode and we have 1,164 euros because we've paid for the sheep farm. But we've also managed to get some equipment, which I will show you after I finish. Oh, hold on, no. We need to turn on the mower first maybe. Yes. Now we need to make some money again. We've picked up some new equipment for this. It'll be all for making hay. So that's up at the shop. But we do need to mow this grass down, as our money has become, well, boom and bust cycles. I'm sure all the real life farmers know about it. I'm delighted about this tractor. It's really good. It's just effortlessly mowing now, and it's a pleasure to use. So we just need to crack on and get our money back up again. Nicely around the field. Don't have to be too exact. Field 23 has some root crop in it. That'd be a nice small field to buy. I think we should just maybe concentrate on the sheep farm for the time being and try and get our sheep numbers up so that we can get more wool. And with more wool, hopefully we'll get more money in. Oh, sheep pen needs to be cleaned as well. Lots of jobs to do. With more money, we'll have to branch out and try get that cow farm. Although I would like to have a harvester first and try and have some straw saved up for TMR, but I think we're a bit away from there. We were so close to midnight last night when the 50,000 was going, and I said, oh, I'll go and do one or two more trees, cut down one or two more trees in the dark, and I think I ended up cutting down about 6 or 7. So with the extra little bit of cash we had, I said time to upgrade the windrower and time to upgrade the tether. So that's what we have above in the shop. Tried to buy as good of equipment as I could with the money we had. So hopefully you lot won't be disappointed. Just do one more run here and we can zoom off up to the shop. See what we got. It was lots of fun cutting down those trees in the dark last night with only the light of the Massey to guide the way, because those lights weren't great. Lucky enough there was no traffic on the road. I also sold the trailer of hay that we had, and I got 1,400 euros for that. So without that trailer of hay, we would have been in the minuses today. But I do have enough feed for the sheep, as they'll eat grass as well, and I had mowed down their paddock, the little field that they stay in, the little meadow, to make sure. They had 2 bales of wool inside in the little crate last night, the little pallet, before I went up to sleep through the night. I didn't check to see if it might be full. It'd be great if it was. Just do one more just to give ourselves a little bit of wiggle room. We're testing out our new equipment. I'm so happy I bought the Fent. It's opened up a lot of new opportunities. Machinery wise, just have a lot more oomph, a lot more power. And I think a farming trucker agrees with me that a lot more oomph, a lot more power is what you need sometimes. If you haven't checked out his channel, check out his channel. Lots of FS19 Let's Plays. Didn't fertilize this field the last time I just left it, but I think it said it was 50% fertilized from the last time, so hopefully. The little forestry area saved me a lot of hardship because the trees were worth money. I think at one stage I got for a trailer load, I think I got about 7,000 just for a trailer load of cut up logs, so that was great. Right, I'll turn that up. Oh, that's one way of doing it. No, lower down there. Put it up here ready to go for the next time. And let's zip up to the shop and see what we got. Oh yeah, we do. We have a full wool pallet and half a wool pallet. So that's fantastic. The sheep are really doing their job. Do I have the front loader tool here? I have a bucket. No, it's a fork. Oh, I need the massey for the bucket. What we might do is, let me see, how much is a bucket for one of those? 1400. No, we're too poor for that. We just have to wait till the massey comes down, but we will close the gate. Let's just zip up to the shop. I'll need to buy a bucket for this tractor. The roar out of that engine. They can blow the horn. That field is ready to harvest there as well. We'll be doing all that. Just see about no, we ain't making that one. I was watching one of Farm Sim Snowy's videos last night on YouTube, and he was using a small little potato harvester. It has me intrigued. I think I would like to do potatoes in that little plot where the forest is, but I still think I have about half of the trees left to go, so I need to get cracking on them. Need to get those trees down. Let me see now which one of these opens up this. Yes. Sorry. In a bit of the fresh morning air. Engine braking sound is great. So here we are. Here's what we got. windrower. And a tether. So, because this has the front 3-pointed PTO and 3-point link, let's just drive up to it, pick it up. There we go. I've left the loading wagon here from last night, from when the last thing I did to make sure I had the money for Farmer Dan was sell that load of hay that we had. Now, of course, the sensible thing here to do would be to slow down when you're carrying a tether on the front and pulling a windrower behind, but sometimes you just can't be all too sensible in Farm Sim 19. It's starting to get very close to the FS22 launch date. I think about 10 or 11 weeks away now, so maybe 12 weeks away. It'd be great, and I hope to have the PS5 by then, because we all know there's been a shortage around, but I think they're starting to get to grips with it a little bit. Hopefully there'll be a big push on to have them by December, because I think the new game will deserve the new PS5 console. And let's have a life. Just standing there talking. Oops. You're almost right. Oh, so lower that down. Aha. Look at that. There we go. Turn in here, lower this down. This is going to be a big difference from the small little equipment we were using. Let's just see this here. Oh, I was supposed to TED it first, wasn't I? Yep, of course. Got all excited about having that on the back. I don't know if you watch Mr. CDP's videos on YouTube, but he did fall foul of some regulations because of saying the name, the brand name of these machines. So we'll just learn his lessons and not say it, even though it's a worldwide, well-known brand, and it's certainly not offensive. I think it's just the way it comes across as sounding like something else. Haha, here we go, making hay. And you can see the texture change and the colour change. Look at this, just flying around the field. Just by turning it into hay, I think it's adding on around €700 a load, a trip up to the straw barn, so it's totally worth it, especially in such a small loading wagon. what I might do to make this all worth my while, because I want to start getting contracts done, is we may have to take out a small loan just to lease a loading wagon. But an extra light did help. We do have trees here that we could cut down that will open up the light a bit, but I think they make the look of the farm, although subject to change. We might just have to change our minds on all that. This tether is really working well. It's a little bit messy there, but it's not too bad. I think there's a loading wagon there for cheap enough. We might just have to do it. I'll just do one more run in case I start to windrow the grass into the hay from the first lap. I have grown to like doing this little field. It's nice. Sometimes on the maps you can get big fields and you're like, oh, how am I going to face into this one again? But I might just go back over this corner here and give myself a little bit of wiggle room. Yeah, that's good now. On the autopilot. Oops. What was that done? Put on that cruise control. Hopefully when I get that, if we get a bigger loading wagon, it'll take less time going up and down to the shop. We can start to do a few more contracts. I would like to do more contracts. It's just fun to have them, and I think after a loading wagon will be a loading wagon and a bucket for this will be our next purchases. But after that, I think we definitely need to get a harvester. No, let's just turn that off. And let's see if it'll let us detach this here. There we go. Now, get onto this one. Lower, turn on. Get right up to the edge now. We're of course the loading wagon would be all the way up in the shop, but that's okay. We've got this little fella to go at 53 kilometers an hour all the way up there and back. Such a, it takes all the hardship out of it. It's really effortless pulling this windrower. It's doing a really good job. definitely a good idea to keep going with the hay. For that extra money, it's just worth it. I do want to get the rest of those white sheep out of the pen as well. There is only 5 of them in there, so it's not that big a deal. Let's get this here. So good. Clean it up. We'll go get our loading wagon because that will be loads. What I think we'll do is, we'll go up to the shop, we'll take out a small loan, we'll get a bigger loading wagon, and we'll make this just easier on ourselves. And what I'll do then is I'll pay back the loan with the proceeds from the hay. Well, the field is ploughed, cultivating ploughed. They're sowing in there. There we go. And that farmer now keeps out on the road. Doesn't want to scratch his tractor. Well, to be fair, it is now less than an hour on the clock. Here we are at the store. There's our loading wagon there. This will just use an indicator for the novelty. Right. There's our old loading wagon. We're going to keep that because we will need to feed the sheep. Let me see this one. Oh, that's expensive. 46. I think there's one here for a little bit less. Oh, that's 45 for 30. Let me just see. 30, 45. That's going to take a lot of hay to pay back, but I still do have some. No, that's fine like that. Ooh, chunky tires, that'd be nice. Yeah, go with the chunky tires. So what we will need to do is take out a loan. It looks like it's going to be, here we are at the bank. What I'll do is we'll borrow 50,000 and we will get ourselves a loading wagon. This one. Body folded back. Nope. And white tires. 45,000. Lovely. What have I left? 6,000. Well, we better get a weight for the front of this just in case. And you know what? Stick with the contrast. Get a weight there. Now, so although it's saying 5,000 there, I just took out a loan from the bank. They will come after you, so bigger loading wagon, less trips up and down. That's the way to go. Nice with the Pottinger decals too. Probably doesn't have indicators, so no point in trying them. does have a 40k badge in the back, but I think that's only, a suggestion. Probably just a suggestion, just to take your time and do 40 if you want to. So, no, we won't be. We'll get down as fast as we can. I'll get this loaded up. I think I'll get back to cutting down those trees off screen because, one, we need to pay back for our loan, and two, we really want to get that little piece of ground ploughed out. I think I have a saw there, so it may be small, but it'll do the job because we'll be only just sowing one little field. That is how you build up your machinery in FS19. Start off, concentrate on one thing, make your money, get your little bit of bigger equipment, move on to the next thing, pick your big equipment as you move along. I think that's what makes the game so enjoyable. So let's lower this, turn it on. Let's see how it works. Let's see in CAD how it works. Not sure. So drain. You keep that nose pointed in your row. You'll pick it all up. If I hadn't fooled around with those windows now, you can see a bit better. Curious to see how much I'll get for this load. I would say around 2,500 or more maybe for a full wagon. Well, it'll be a long time paying back to 50,000 at that rate, but as I said, we have more forestry to do. We'll need a stump grinder as well to grind the stumps out of the ground and prepare it for the next stage up there. It's breezing through the air. We may need to do one more windrow. We just connect it manually. Be too particular because the wind will be going along anyway, but still up to 80% there now. Just loading again, it's going to be great. It's going to save us a lot of time in the long run. Chunk of this. Just 10% more to go. Loading wagons have been great in game. So helpful. And yeah, full. Let's go sell it. Let's return. And the beacon. There's a track that runs across the fields there somewhere, where you can cut across. Oh, that's it there, is it? This is totally safe, by the way, people. Reversing up a motorway. Totally safe. Is this the track here, or where is it going? I did see a trackway here. Somewhere. Maybe it was the next one over. Just slip out through here, we'll say. We won't mention that again. There was a track that ran. Oh, it's over here, is it? Yeah, there's a track there. Look, it's totally fine. No harm, no foul. There's our petrol station there. Michael Christensen working in there. Alright, Michael. Here we are. Now, we'll be a little bit disappointed if we don't get 2,500 for this. But it won't change that. It won't change why we needed to get a bigger loading wagon, so. Let's see now if we can get these numbers up here somewhere where we can see them. Oh yeah, 2-2. A little bit disappointed. That's okay. It is what it is. We gotta make money. Let's hop out of that one now. Let's pop over to our Massey. Because we need to go get some timber. And also I need to just show you all what kind of progress I've made. I did bring up the Fent, thinking that it'd be better to go a little bit faster with the log trailer, but let's just say it didn't like going at speed. It was actually quicker to just continue to use the Massey. There was a lot less hiccups, so there's the pig farm. Looks lovely. I really would like to buy it, but no chance. So as you can see, I've remained busy up here. I have been cutting trees down. guess I'm halfway through it. I'd like to think I'm halfway through it. But this the big one? Yep. I figured out what to do with these guys. Let's take a little chunk off the end. Pop the chunk in, get in there. Yes. And hopefully should be able to pop it back up. Too heavy as well. Take a little smidge off the end here. Do need that bucket down at the sheep farm, but that's okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue on here cutting down these trees, loading up this wagon and the straps there, and what I'll do is I'll switch over to the fence, take the fence down, go take the fence down to the farm, come back up, get the sheep farm all cleaned up and stay logging there, and hopefully in our next episode we'll do a few contracts. So that's it for episode 7, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have, give it a like, subscribe, see more. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.